and welcome to the eFresh.com Meat, Poultry and Egg News. Today is the 4th of November. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. African swine fever keeps spreading. Taiwan to make strict inspection. Plan to improve beef slaughter. Industry hits back at Lord Stern. It's meat to please you, fast food fans. The deadly pig disease, ASF, short for African swine fever, has jumped 2,000 kilometers from southern Russia to St. Petersburg in northwestern Russia. The latest outbreak was found near the Baltic City on October 20th, confirming the worst fears of FAO experts who have been tracking the virus in Georgia and neighboring countries for several years. The danger is that ASF, which cannot be transmitted to humans, could spread to other regions including the European Union countries, Eastern Europe, the Black Sea Basin countries, and, in the worst-case scenario, Central Asia and even China, which has the largest pig population in the world. FAO calls for a renewed effort by laboratories in the US, Europe, and the Russian Federation to develop an effective vaccine against ASF. Taiwan's health ministry announced its renewal of the import of US bone-in beef, accompanied by a tight inspection system to try to head off local uproar over the government's decision. The renewal, effective immediately, came after the island signed a protocol with the US last month to lift a 6-year ban on import of bone-in beef, ground beef, and offal not contaminated with specific risk materials. But the decision drew the wrath of many Taiwanese who fear the import of such beef could jeopardize their health after several cases of mad cow disease were reported in the United States. According to the ministry, relevant authorities will implement a set of highly strict regulations for inspection of ground beef, offal, brains, eyes, skulls, and spiral nerve roots from cattle younger than 30 months of age. The Government of Canada is helping to open new markets for Manitoba beef by conditionally approving a loan of up to $10 million to Keystone Processors Limited to upgrade a beef processing plant. This is a key initiative under the Slaughter Improvement Program, part of Canada's Economic Action Plan. The Manitoba Cattle Enhancement Council also announced today a further investment of $7.5 million for Keystone Processors Limited. In 2008, Keystone Processors Limited, a Winnipeg processing company, purchased a former federal hog processing facility and converted it into a provincially licensed beef processing facility. This loan will help Keystone Processors bring the plant up to federal and European Union certification standards. The livestock industry says urging consumers to become vegetarian to save the planet from the effects of the climate change is irresponsible and an oversimplification of the problem. The NFU and the National Beef Association were reacting to analysis by Lord Stern, who claimed that methane produced by animals is one of the key reasons why global temperatures are rising. But the NFU said his remarks showed that he did not fully understand the livestock sector or how agriculture worked. The NFU pointed out that figures showed methane emission from UK agriculture has dropped by 17% since 1990, and that the sector is responsible for just 1% of the UK's total CO2 emissions. The NBA said Lord Stern was wrong to ignore the bigger climate change issues caused by the expansion of the global economy. They are a vegetarian's worst nightmare, but McDonald's wildly successful Angus beef burgers look set to spark a premium hamburger revolution. With McDonald's looking to expand their Angus line, which has seen profits increase by a reported $2 million per week, to include a seared Angus burger and a deli choice wrap option. Rival chain Hungry Jack's will soon launch a similar premium product. Launched in August with a $10 million advertising budget and the tagline, "It's a little bit fancy," the Mighty Angus and the Grand Angus have become the most successful new product for the fast food giant, which has 800 stores in Australia. The burgers will remain on the chain's permanent menu, and there is talk of incorporating other premium meats, including Wagyu and Kobe. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Meat, Poultry and Egg News. See you next time.